My name is Vin Quach, and on this Jordan trip we arrived on New Year's.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This trip has made me realize that Jordan is a very beautiful country with a rich history, including places like the Roman amphitheater in Amman. However, the key goal of this trip is to learn more about the refugee crisis, and to do this we went to Yarmouk University to attend some lectures by prominent experts. After receiving more information about the refugee crisis, we then headed to the Zaatari refugee camp where actual refugees were living. It was unimaginable to see so many people living in such a condition. We were actually allowed to see a house of one of the refugees, but I didn't think it was appropriate to take pictures or video, so I just looked and saw what their humble lifestyle was. And to imagine that these people lived such wealthy lives back in Syria just made me feel a great sadness and sympathy for the Syrian people. After seeing the camp, we went to a charity that arranged the trip to Zaatari for us, and we delivered blankets and other goods that they needed, just as something that we could do to help even in the smallest of ways. The next day we went to a Gazan refugee camp. Their situation is not particularly hopeful. They do not have Jordanian citizenship like other Palestinian refugees, and because of this their opportunities are slim. It's very unfortunate, and it was one of the highlights for me on this trip. We were given a sneak peek into their lives when they showed us one of their houses. On a lighter note, I had a lot of fun at the ancient Roman city of Jerash. It's 2,000 years old, and unlike American ruins, you were able to climb wherever you wanted, so it was a lot of fun. After seeing the ruins, I realized that Jordan is a very historic and beautiful country. This was more apparent when we visited Petra further south. It was a beautiful place, and it would have taken weeks to see everything. I really couldn't believe what I saw, and I didn't know how to take it at the time, but now I really like it. After Petra, we traveled further south to stay at Wadi Rum for the night. A group of us went outside to light a fire and play some games, just chill. It was really cool. The sunrise was really cool, though. It was like out of a Western movie. I was like, wow, that is awesome, especially with the train in the background. We had a bit of time, so some of us went outside to, look around at the desert. Flags, I really like flags. We took a boat out so we could see the coral reefs, so this is what the water kind of looks like. You can see some of us looking out the windows in the submarine, whatever you want to call it. Here's the coral. Some people also commandeered the ship. They got on the place where you drive the ship, and they just partied up there. Took over the sound system, everything. It was wild. That's me with the sky fun. I don't have any other videos of myself, so that's why I put it in here. Mosques are some of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen, and this one in particular was really spectacular. This mosque was built in honor of Sharif Hussein, who led the Arab revolt in the early 1900s. After returning to Amman from Aqaba, we went to a Palestinian refugee camp. This one was Jabal Hussein. This is a school inside Jabal Hussein, and the kids are really nice. They look very energetic, and they're lined up to go take their final tests. In our final days in Jordan, we got to go to a radio station and the Parliament building. Both were really cool experiences. One of us got to speak on the radio. The Dead Sea was not the last place we went to, but it was an amazing experience, and that's why I want to talk about it last. You get to float without doing anything, and, it was a good experience to have. Just like this trip to Jordan.